you have met conditional probability before. We haven't put a name on it before, but today we're going to revisit with a name. So today we're going to look at the informal look of conditional probability. So informally means without any sort of formula. So for today we're going to look at the sort of questions you've had before. So we might have started with something like marbles, let's say. We've got 3 blue and I'm going to put 2 ands on this just because you said that. 3 black and I might put 4 ands on it. 4 yellow and 7 red. I'll put another one on. And 1 green. 1. Right, we've got all these marbles anyway. And what we're interested in is what's the probability that if I've got the blue and black ones in a different container that I will pick out a black one. What is the probability of me having put the 3 blue and 3 black in a container and me picking out a black one? 3 out of 6. We'll go with that because we like probably. Yes, right, Kiefer. That 3 out of 6 is that lovely keep the denominator the whole set. All right. So if we've reduced whatever we're talking about down. So we've reduced the sample set down and we're only looking at that reduced sample set. That's what conditional probability is. All right, so we're looking for things like if blah, 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 then, or given blah, 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 what sort of questions. So those imply that it's not whatever you've been given, it's some sort of subset of it. So in that example, if I've got the blue and black put in a bucket, I had however many that was that I kept writing up there, right? I had that many marbles, but I'm actually not even interested in that many marbles. I'm only interested in the blue and the black ones. So blue and black probability of blue is 3 out of 6. So not out of the whole lot, I've reduced it. So that's a really simple situation and you all would have got that right if you thought about it really hard. All right, then we went to year 11 where we went to two-way tables. And in my class you would have done basketball, rugby and football. I don't know why I always pick those ones, but that's how I do. And I'd have done Aotea, Mana and Tawa. Then I've made up some random numbers, 15, 18, 17, 46, 38, 21, 14, 17, 36, something like that, all right? And then you would have got questions asked about it. Things like, what is the probability that a randomly chosen student attends Aotea and plays basketball? All right, and you would have gone, it's 15 out of the total, whatever that happens to be. And then you got those questions that said, if the student comes from Aotea, what's the probability that they play basketball? And what happens? Right? Instead of being out of this total, we've shrunk it to only being interested in this. That's our subset. So we're interested in 50 over 75. Right? So that would be a conditional statement, the condition being that they come from Aotea. What's the probability that if a student plays rugby, they attend Tawa College? Right? So we're interested in rugby and particularly these 21 students from Tawa College over all the students who play rugby. Even though we've been given all of this information, it's shrunk down because that's what the condition is. That's what makes it a conditional probability. All right? So that's all we're going to learn today, because that's, we're going to practice those ones first.